Curia has a purpose, and our mission, our values are based on improving patients' lives. At the end of the day, it hits home. It hits home for family, for friends. Personally, for me, it hits home because we have a grandson who was diagnosed 2 years ago with brain cancer. His name is Danny, and he's our champion. I remember very specifically, my wife and I were in the car, our daughter-in-law had called us up. The doctor decided to run some scans just in case, and it's a tumor. That turned our world around. It turned their world around and our world around. And then it goes to pathology. And then from there, you wait. And that was probably the most difficult thing, to be able to wait. Once the pathology results came back and we found out that it was malignant, that was another kick, let's say. And then you find out that it's a very rare cancer and a very rare tumor that affects only children. And that's when you needed the support of family. That's when we needed the support of our friends. And that's when we needed to support them as well. Because we knew it was going to be a long road, but we didn't know how long. We didn't know what the end result was going to be. Our original information was that life expectancy may be 2 to 5 years. For a 1.5-year-old, that's kind of tough to swallow. He's gone on 2 years now. He's gone through a lot, but he's still doing well. And he is determined to fight this as we all are as well. Right now, he's a typical 3.5-year-old grandson. He's bossy, he reads, he loves to play video games. He has his own iPad and texts me. He also is not able to eat or drink, and he's had a feeding tube since then. But he is smart enough and understands that that's part of his life. He actually helps his parents put together the medicines that go into his feeding tube. He loves to read and play. He's enjoying every bit of every day, and we are as well. The drugs we provide help patients like my grandson. Knowing that what we do at Curia is part of, hopefully, the solution, did comfort us. And that is really one of the purposes for coming to work every day. It's not a job anymore. It's a mission for me, it's a mission for my family, and it's a mission for everybody who has an opportunity to extend the life of someone they love.
We knew that they were going to the doctor, my parents, and we knew that they asked for my mom to also go. So I think we kind of understood that there was obviously something to be shared. And then you get a call that that's the diagnosis. My dad has acute leukemia. We had our first child at the beginning of that year, and we were expecting our second. We were in the middle of a move. Eric was in the middle of developing the vaccine, and it felt kind of like foundation, what was safe and what was normal, was also crumbling with that diagnosis.
One of our biggest programs is actually developing a treatment for an acute leukemia, and we're finally getting towards the approval of this product. It's truly a big thing for Curia, but also just a big thing, in our personal lives too. As we're developing treatments, you think about it like waiting too long can be life or death.
If you can hang on, if you can get through the first treatment, there might be development for another treatment. And just getting to that next step, it means everything to people.
That's why we're so obsessed about timelines and obsessed about the quality of what comes out of what we're making, right? Because
It matters.
there are people in clinical trials who, are counting on that. Is it safe? Is it okay? We have a responsibility, right? It's a promise to get it right.
When you're with your family members, whether it's a child or it's your brother or sister, there's a sense of you care more about their well-being than your own. That's a beautiful part of family. And so when you take them to a healthcare setting, you don't think about who's behind manufacturing these things and did they do their job appropriately. You're more focused on the individual. And we never in our job want them to worry about, was this medication developed, manufactured properly? That's our responsibility, and that's why I take it so seriously. I've been in that chair, and I've been with family members thinking about something much more important than, is this safe for me? Our job is to make sure they don't have to worry about that because they got many more other things to worry about. Our jobs are hard. Our jobs are tough. But I really feel at Curia, the employees know that we are working a noble purpose. That at the end of their career, they can look back and say, there's millions of people I helped around the world. It could have been their neighbor, it could be a family member. It could be somewhere halfway around the world that they will never meet, but they know at the end of the day, they've made a difference.